All right, my friends, Walmart is out of cold produce and they're out of all the stuff over there.
What the fuck is happening? Grocery stores are empty now.
Are Walmart shelves totally empty? Let's go see.
So I'm in Dollar General, Dollar Tree, rather. Shelves are bare.
The grocery store shelves in Florida are pretty empty, and the answer to why they're empty is...
Man, it's happening. It's happening. Empty shelves. Look at that. You know, right here at Walmart.
Something is happening in America, and most people still haven't realized it yet. Walk into your local grocery store, Walmart, Target, even your neighborhood supermarket, and look closely. Shelves that were once overflowing are now half empty. Products that used to be everywhere are suddenly harder to find, and every week there's less. This isn't just supply chain delays, this isn't stores restocking late, but this is a warning sign. The next shortage wave has already begun, and this time, it's not just about one item running out, it's the system itself that's cracking. The trucks, the suppliers, the distributors, the farms, the entire chain that keeps America fed is under strain like never before. And if the shelves are empty now, imagine what happens a few months from now. Before we go deeper, make sure to subscribe. We are very close to 600 subscribers, and your support really motivates us to keep bringing awareness to what's happening. Every subscription genuinely helps us keep going. So today, we're not just talking about empty grocery stores, we're talking about the early signs of a much deeper economic breakdown. The truth is, this didn't happen overnight. The cracks have been forming for years, but now they're finally showing. Across America, the supply chain is struggling to keep up. The cost of transporting food has skyrocketed. Diesel is more expensive. Truck drivers are quitting because they can't survive on the wages. Warehouses are understaffed. Farmers are getting paid less than what it costs to grow the crops. And grocery chains are desperately trying to fill shelves faster than they empty. Everything is connected, and every link in the chain is under pressure. But here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. This system wasn't built to handle economic stress. It was built for efficiency, not resilience. It was designed to move food quickly, but not to deal with shocks. So when one part breaks, the entire chain slows down. Farmers can't afford feed and fertilizer, manufacturers can't source ingredients. Transport companies can't afford fuel, grocery stores can't restock in time. And what do we see? Empty shelves. Not because there is no food, but because the system that delivers it to us is falling apart. And once a system starts to break, it rarely fixes itself. It usually gets worse before it gets better.
Look, y'all, it's so motherfucking bad in California that they don't have no extra anything you get. They spread it out to make it look like it's more than what it is, but it's really not. Look. They trying to make it look like, but it's not as much as it looks like it is. It's really not. They're just trying to make it seem like it. I don't know what they gonna do.
Can anybody explain to me what's going on at the grocery stores? This is... Just wait. So this is where all the beef and ground turkey usually is. This is empty. The produce is sealed. Like, there's produce, but, like, why is it taped up? This is empty. This is empty. Pork, bacon, deli meats. Like, what is going on?
Even when the shelves are stocked, look at the prices. Something is wrong. Something feels off. The cost of groceries isn't just rising slowly, it's jumping. Week after week, month after month, basic items like bread, eggs, milk, rice, chicken, the things every family depends on, they all cost more than they did last year. And the year before that. But here's the part that's hitting Americans the hardest. Wages aren't rising to match the prices. People are working just as much, sometimes more, but their money buys less. And when the cost of living rises faster than income, the pressure doesn't just show up in someone's wallet, it shows up in their kitchen cabinets. More people are buying less. More families are switching to the cheapest brands. More parents are skipping meals so their kids can eat. And meanwhile, corporations are reporting record profits. So the question becomes, if prices keep rising and the shelves keep emptying, what happens next? Inflation doesn't just increase the cost of food, it limits access to it. For millions of Americans, the crisis has already started. They're not waiting for signs, they're living it. And this is only the beginning.
All right, my friends, Walmart is out of cold produce and they're out of all the stuff over there. So if you need some stuff from Walmart, you might rethink that. Looks like they are also out of all that stuff and much more. So if you need some stuff, you might go to Homeland or something like that, because they said their power went out, so they lost a lot of stuff. They're having to replenish it. And even this, look at this. All these little deals are empty. So if you need some stuff, you might have to go somewhere else until you can figure it out. They have no lunch meat. What are you doing? No lunch meat or cheese. Probably some milk. I don't know. So there's your reminder. Watch out if you need anything from Walmart.
Hey guys, we're in Walmart, and this is like so sad. It's the first of the month. It's the 6th. And those of you that come to Walmart know that it's like always packed in here, and it's a ghost town. I feel so bad for these poor people, especially the elderly and disabled that are not getting SNAP benefits. And those of you that are cheering this on right around the corner from the holidays, it's sad, it's disgusting, makes me sick. This is a shame. This is Walmart, the first of the month, November the 6th. There is no way that this is the United States of America right now. No way. I mean, there's like nobody in here. This is so sad, y'all. This is a shame. So sad. There's like nobody in this store, y'all. Nobody. It's basically me and my mom and like a few other people. It's a ghost town. So sad.
Have you guys seen the ports? If you haven't seen the ports, go ahead and look in your search bar for Los Angeles ports or Seattle ports, because it is being reported they're an absolute ghost town. And the last ships are coming in at the end of this month. And on the East Coast, it's not getting any better. The last ship coming in from China is targeted for May 10th. And if you look at ports in China, the largest port in China, it is an active, busy hub. So it shows you it's not something that's sweeping the globe here. This is not COVID. This is more directed. This is direct effect of Donald Trump and his tariffs. And I'm not going to come in here and fearmonger and say we're not going to have anything, but you better believe if ships are not docking and they are not taking goods off those ships and they are shipping empty, 40+% of ships are shipping like empty or close to empty. What do you think that's going to happen? The only logical conclusion is there are going to be less goods on the shelves. And it's not only going to be, your toys and electronics and things that you can get by without during a recession. It's going to be food, vegetables, fruits, grains, all sorts of things like that we import. We import a lot of beef and pork and things like that. Even though we have it here, we also import a lot of food as well, a lot of other meats from other countries. And you're going to see a drastic change in the next coming month. In the grocery store, in the retail shop, Walmart CEOs, Target, Home Depot, those CEOs sat down with Trump and said, look, the shelves are going to be barren. We are going to be in a huge issue. And even if he stops the tariffs today and says, oh boy, it was a huge mistake, that doesn't just turn around. So I myself am going to be going to Costco and buying some of those staples, making sure I have a big ass bag of rice, some beans, toilet paper, whatever. I'm not saying panic shop, don't panic shop, but just make sure maybe you buy an extra of what you normally buy. Get yourself a little bit of extra shelf-stable foods so that you make sure you have something, because these ports, they're empty. That's not hyperbole. That's not fear-mongering. That's just the truth. And two, you're not going to have those things on the shelf. We're not getting them in from these countries. When the ports are empty, the shelves will be empty. And this is all thanks to one man and his stubborn ignorance, just absolute nonsense, and having no understanding of how anything works in this world. We saw it the first time around, and we knew it was going to be worse the next time. So here we go. Welcome to Trump's world.
This is the Aldi in Connecticut. I come here at least twice a week. I've been coming here for years, and I have never ever seen any empty shelves. This is what it's looking like today, May 6, 2025. I don't know what to say.
I'm here again for all you pendejos. Look, it's empty. $11 in the afternoon. Te guacho.
DC, I'm getting really tired of going to Lidl and not seeing any chicken. Completely empty, only leaving the most expensive food. This is becoming just not doable.
If things continue the way they are now, the shortages won't stay small. They won't just be missing one brand or one aisle or one type of product. They will spread. First, it'll be specific items. Then it'll be entire categories. And eventually, you'll start seeing full sections of stores looking thinner and thinner. And by the time the average person realizes what's happening, it'll already be too late. Because that's how these crisis waves work. They don't hit all at once. They creep in slowly until suddenly they're everywhere. We've already seen warning signs, food banks reporting all-time high demand, families relying on credit cards just to buy groceries, stores quietly reducing package sizes but keeping the prices the same, companies limiting how much you can buy in one visit. These are not normal adjustments. These are alarm bells. A system under strain doesn't break loudly. It breaks silently, quietly, piece by piece, and right now, that's exactly what's happening. The shelves are telling a story, you just have to look closely to see it. So what does all of this mean? It means we're living in a moment most people will only understand in hindsight. A moment where the signs are clear, the warnings are visible, but the majority continues to act like nothing is happening. Empty shelves are not just missing products, they're the result of an economic system under strain. They are the symptom of something deeper, a supply chain pushed to the edge, an inflation crisis eating away at workers' incomes, a food system that can no longer guarantee stability. The truth is, once shortages begin, they don't simply reverse overnight. And once prices rise, they rarely come down. This is how breakdowns start. Quietly, slowly, until one day, people look back and realize the collapse wasn't sudden, it was happening the whole time, right in front of them, and now we're left with a choice. We can pretend everything is fine, or we can pay attention to the signs, we can ignore what's happening, or we can prepare mentally, financially, realistically, for the reality that the coming months may be harder than what we've seen. The shelves are speaking. The question is, are we listening? Before you go, make sure to subscribe. We are very close to 600 subscribers, and your support truly motivates us to keep creating and spreading awareness. Your engagement helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. Stay aware, stay informed, and take care of yourself and your family. This is not the end, this is the warning.